Yo, what up? It's your boy Raider. So we got a lot of shit to talk about today. First things first, we were able to beat Doom Tower hard this rotation. That means we've done 3 out of 3 for the hard rotations. This was the Ice Spider. You can see here the kind of random one was Skeletor. He's actually like OP for the Ice Spider. Him with Pelops is really good because I can make a video on this or something, but I had like 500 accuracy at least on my Pelops, and he was getting resisted a lot. And I was like, I went to the Hell Hades stages thing. I was like, this doesn't really make sense. Like, I should have enough accuracy. But I was like, how can I get more accuracy? I put like an accuracy lead. It still wasn't. I put Skeletor in. He has increased accuracy and he has decreased resistance. So those two together helped me take down the Ice Spider. Before I get into some of the stuff in the later section, comment down below if you think that my strategy for getting Talenna was big brain or insane. So let me know. All right, next screenshot here, we have a champion training tournament, and I was able to, at the last minute, I was sitting like right around here, like 7,500, and then in the last like 30 minutes, I went up to 12,570. So I got the 4-star basalt and I got the mythical book, which is great because we've really been needing some for our Theodosia. All right, so this clip here, this is how much I did with champ training. So I had won that champ training tournament. I really wasn't planning on like going for the soul, or for, not the soul, going for the champion Talenna. But I'll show you, it kind of gets kind of crazy here. But we did pull a 6-star soul. We pulled a couple of 6-star souls. One good one is coming up here in a little bit. And then, yeah, it just kind of snowballed. And I was like, shit, maybe I have a shot. And like, for some of you out there, like, you know, maybe you could go for it too. Like, a lot of like content creators will be like, save up all your fucking essence and shit up here. And like, bro, if you're free to play and shit and you want to have fun and you see a champion that you like, just fucking go for it. Like, don't get into like, oh my god, I have to save up all this shit. I mean, maybe you'll regret it later, but like, shit, you won't regret having a champion in your pocket, like, for real. So we're just chugging along here. I was trying to get mainly, I'm going for the Folan thing. I'm trying to get Titan points so that I don't have to spend as much in the hero's path. So I was like, let me just, you know, see how much I can get here. Maybe I can get some cool shit out of the hero's path. I don't know if at this point we really knew there was a hero's path, but I knew that there would be at least like a, here we go, here's the big one. Dune Herald fucking 6-star. Sick pull. Insane. Off Immortal. I had him on the wish list. I think I would have rather had Mishinaki or Thor, but honestly, Dune Herald is sick. I'm starting to like Dune Herald more and more, like the more I play with him. He's not like super crazy anywhere, but he's just like really like consistent and solid. Very, very solid champ. So we get another legendary and we get a 3-star Hecaton. Like, shit like that is like, all right, it's a 3-star. Will I ever pull a fucking Hecaton? Probably not. If I do ever pull a Hecaton, am I gonna cry that I sold a 3-star soul from? No, no shot. And then, so I have one of the big rocks, and we get an epic. We get a 5-star Prundar. So not the best. 5-star epic out of those is like worst case scenario. So we take our Dune Herald up to 6 stars. I think part of this recording, like, I'm kind of like debating on what I want to do with them. Let me see here. So there's a couple different options. I could like protect his buff, so I'll just like pause it here. I could protect his buffs with the lightning cage. He brings like a block debuffs and increased speed, but it's kind of more like a PvP thing, and like I kind of just like Dune Herald as like a PvE kind of guy. There's just other champions that I feel like are better. Like, am I ever gonna run Dune Herald in live arena? Probably not. So for me, it opened up the opportunity. So what I eventually did was I took 6-star Brimstone on him because it's 100% guaranteed Brimstone. And then it allowed me to take a lot of like the other champions that I have Brimstone on. Like I still had Brimstone on Ezio from the beginning. I had Brimstone on like Pelops and shit. So like that allows me to now, he can be my Brimstone guy and I can bring him like everywhere. He'll be landing Brimstone against bosses. I can sub him in a lot of places. And then I can put like Nature's Wrath, that's what I put on my Ezio now. So Ezio can do more damage and I don't have to rely on him for like the smite debuff. All right, so the next part, I got really lucky with the pulls. So like right now I'm not lucky, but now we get a purple and then we get a green, and we get another green, then we get a green back to back, we get an epic book. All right, that's not what I was talking about. Now this is what we're talking about. Fucking Lego book, primal shard, basalt, and then I get the fucking essence. Like I'm sure like the heavy spenders who are like, oh fuck yeah, the essence, love that shit. Me, give a rat's ass about fucking 10 essence. All right, so now this section of the video is where it starts to get kind of crazy. So I have an Eternal. How did I get an Eternal? Just sold a bunch of shit. Didn't even care. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just pull some stuff. I want to pull, right? And I get a 6-star Supreme Gaelic. I have Supreme Gaelic on the Toshi account. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, could sell the motherfucker and rip another big stone. So like I'm kind of like debating. I'm like, I just pulled that one. I get 4 of the cards pulled here. Like I don't have a Fabian. I don't have a lockout champion. I would like a lockout champion. She has the poison. She would be good with Ezio. I have Corvus, more poisons. I have tons of poisons. Maybe she could be really good for PvE. I'm a PvE kind of guy, you know. So we decided to sell the Supreme Gaelic and get another big stone. Like the big stones are just help you so much with the decks if you do a deck. And then we pull an Elenarl. Okay, 5-star Elenarl. Honestly, my personal opinion, I think Elenarl's dog shit. Like I don't like Elenarl. Not a fan. They had like the new account stuff with it, and oh my gosh, those not a fan. So I'm like, do I sell Rector Drat? Do I sell a lot of these other ones? Like I have a 6-star Rector. Like that is one that I'm like, ooh, I could actually pull that champion and it would be good. But I'm like, would I rather have a 6-star Rector Drat or would I rather have Talenna, the Lego? And I'm like, man, I would rather probably have the Lego. Like, can we keep this going? Can we keep getting lucky if I sell some stuff here? I'm just kind of debating on what to do. What should I sell? Blah, blah, blah. All right, so I had figured out what I was going to sell, and now we're just going to flip some cards. We're getting some of the fragments for the champion. We're kind of cooking. I'm right, so I locked down who I was going to sell. I had just showed you at the beginning of the video I like Skeletor, but honestly, like, if I'm only going to use Skeletor in the fucking Ice Spider, I don't need his soul. So I sold the Skeletor soul. I bought a Mortal. I bought a fucking big one, and we'll see if we get anything. Maybe. The kicker is like if you get something good, you can't resell it. But the strat here is that we go big, or we go home and we get a fucking another Supreme. We get Supreme Aethel 6-star, and I'm like, ugh, sell that shit. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb because we're pulling big rocks. That one was easy. I was like, all right, Supreme Gaelic. I'm like, if I ever pull him, man, he's good. Supreme Aethel's like, man, if I ever pull her, fuck, I'm probably pissed. And then we get another legendary, and we get a Cupidus. But at this point, I was like, all right, I can't re-roll with the Cupidus, so like I'm gonna have to see where I'm at, and then hopefully like we have a shot to get the champion. So pull some more cards, yada yada, you know the drill. I don't think we got any 3 in a rows here. And bam. And so I'm kind of mapping it out. I'm like, I can definitely do this. I'm doing the Titan Path. I get another Immortal. I pull that one. Get some more points, 700 for the deck. So now I have a 3-star, but it's not enough. Like you can see my coins up there in the top. Like I don't have enough to like kind of like sell anything, because a lot of the other shit is like I kind of want to keep it. I don't want to sell like literally everything, but if it's a champion like that I don't care about, or if it's like a void legendary that isn't like super good, like I mean Supreme Gaelic is good, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. It's not one that like I would really care that much about, honestly. If I ever pull Supreme Gaelic, I'll feel bad for about 5 minutes, but I'm gonna have fun with the new champion. All right, and then the last of the screenshots, we beat Lashun on hard. I had beaten it on normal, and then I did it on hard. So I had like the first team that I had was something similar to this, but I had like Dune Herald and like Arbiter or something like that. And I was like, man, we keep dying. I had this one, and it was working pretty good, but we were also kind of dying as well. And what I've kind of found, I had to just read through the stuff, mainly is like you don't want to put a lot of buffs on. You want a lot of debuffs, but you want them to like expire before he does his big attack, because when he does his big attack, it's gonna smack you hard, especially if you have a lot of buffs and he strips them. If you don't have enough resistance, which I did not for this, so he was gonna take all the buffs. So the plan was just have as little buffs as possible. And then Theo is just in first form. She's cleansing off the Tagore, who's my fastest. And then the rest of the guys are just doing work. Geomancer is very good here. Corvus, Ezio, like everybody's doing like a good little bit of damage, but it was fun. I got her done, and we have a remnant, and I almost have enough for a mythical relic pull. All right, enough of the clips. We are back to present day. I'll show you where we're at. We've been cooking. We're at 960 on the Princely Titan event. I don't think we've missed any points there yet. All right, so the good old deck of farts. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards left to flip. We got 400 of the points, so we are very close. I'm definitely gonna get the champion. I have like pretty much 2 days left. There's no way I don't get it. I would use every gem I have to get it at this point. This started this morning. I've been pushing this pretty hard because we do get a soul here, soul stone, the mortal one. So I'll get that. I'll pull that. That should get me at 5 cards away, and then I'll probably have to champ training the rest. I'm hoping this weekend is 2x voids. I have a shit ton of voids. I'll show you them. We have 38 voids. I have 3 primals, 7 ancient. So I'm hoping that it's 2x primals, number 1. And number 2, I'm hoping that they do the soul, the 5-star soul for the Talenna chick, so we can get her 5-star soul. That would be very, very cool. All right, I want to show you some champion builds real quick. I can't remember the last time I probably showed y'all some builds. This is my Theodosia build. I have some very, very good gear in here. This helmet is insane. 60 accuracy from the helmet and its perception. So when I pair it with another one, it's like 100 accuracy just right there. And then 20 speed, 9% HP, 14 res. So overall her build, and I kind of switch in between her builds depending on which form I'm going to use her for in the content. So the banners aren't like amazing, but they're not terrible. I use this banner for the accuracy, and then when I want to put her in like a res build, I put this on, and she loses a little bit of accuracy down to like about 300, but she comes up to about 250, 230 resistance. So she's very fast, close to 300, 297. I have my Ezio. He has the most crit damage. He has the 5-star soul, which helps. He's got crit damage with crit damage. He has total stats, 230 speed. I have him just slower than Corvus because I used the poison explosion for live arena and arena, classic arena. But he is very, very good. He has enough accuracy to do whatever I need him to do. Pelops, pretty much just high accuracy because I need him to land the HP burn and his, what the hell is that shit called? Petrification. So I have him in high accuracy. Corvus, you can see he's just a little bit faster than Ezio. He has some crit damage, mainly like defense and accuracy. Thor, I'll show you Thor in a second. Mavara, just resistance, speed, pretty generic build, like nothing too crazy. A couple pieces of stone skin and mercurial for resistance. This is the build that I just made this morning for Thor. It is a 6-piece mercurial. The gloves I have here are insanely good. The boots I have here are insanely good. Speed with speed. I got triple speed on the weapon, triple crit rate, or actually, no. Yeah, triple speed there, quad crit rate on the helmet. The shield is pretty good, and then the chest piece is HP, which was, I kind of wanted to make it 6-piece material for fun, but it has triple crit rate, res, and attack. No speed with like speed on it. Where I could really get more speed is like a banner. A better banner would be good. I just got this one today, but I lose a shit ton of accuracy, so no bueno. But he's overall in like a pretty cool build. I don't know if it's like super meta build, but it's a cool build. Then we have Dune Herald, close to 300 speed, like 280 accuracy, some resistance. My Mishinaki, I just made his build this morning as well. I just messed around with builds. Crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, and I could maybe like swap up the builds. So like for Hydra, I would probably put like Ezio's on Thor, and then Thor's maybe on Mishinaki, but keep the chest as defense. They have down here, you can't really see it, the extra legendary going on right now. I pulled one sacred for fun, and it wasn't that much fun. We got a dog shit epic. All right, so we'll finish off the video. This is where we're at fragment wise. 90 out of 100. Let me know down in the comments, am I smart as hell, or am I a dumbass for selling not one, but 2 6-star souls legendary? And I sold 2 6-star epics. I sold the Rector Draft one, and I sold a Dark Elhain one. I'm gonna get Dark Elhain soon, and I sold that shit. YOLO. And then I sold Skeletor Soul. Get that shit out of here. But yeah, let me know. Good, bad. I get the champion either way. I'm happy. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.